Good morning and welcome to the AMI Day 15. Today is all about scale factor, which is when you have two similar geometric shapes and they have the same ratio for their sides. So for the corresponding sides. So if I have the standing side of a triangle of shape A and the standing side of a triangle for shape H, they need to have a similar ratio on the standing sides as they do on the bottom sides, okay? So for your example today, I'm going to walk you through scale factor for the squares. So we're going to look today at squares E and squares K, and you can see the corresponding sides that I have highlighted in yellow. So the side E is 2 units, and the side length of K is 3 units. And we know that squares are going to be scaled of each other because all squares have the same sides, so that you could figure out the scale factor of any squares, and all squares are going to be scaled versions of each other because squares, all 4 sides are the same. With other shapes, however, it is different. So if side E is 2 and side K is 3, when we learned about scale factor, we did the new divided by the old. New divided by old. So if I take this, let's say that K is our new shape, I'm going to take 3 and I'm going to divide it by 2. And when I do that, 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Okay? So basically, to get from the side length 2 to 3, we need to multiply by 1.5. So 2 times 1.5 gives me my 3. 2 times 1.5 gives me my 3. Okay, so that's like you could say it's the reasoning there. That's the corresponding scale factor. So the scale factor from shape E to shape K is 1.5 because I can multiply all sides of square E by 1.5 and get to 3, which is the side length of each side of square K. So since I know I can multiply by the same thing on all 4 sides, I know that these are corresponding shapes, okay? And that they have a scale factor of 1.5. Whenever you guys go to do different shapes, like if you were to compare triangle A and B, you want to see how can I get from this standing point of A to this standing point of B, and can I do the same thing to this bottom part to get to the bottom part of B, okay? So if A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is 1, 2, it looks like the scale factor there from B to A would be 1/2 because if my new one is B, is going to be 2 divided by 4. And 2 divided by 4, well, that's just 0.5 or 1/2, okay? But here we also have to double check the bottom. Does the bottom have the same scale factor? Well, across the bottom of B is 1, 2, 3, and across the bottom of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I do my new, which is B, and it's 3, divided by my old, which is 6, 3 divided by 6 is also 0.5 or 1/2. So these would also be scaled versions of each other. Okay, so you kind of just have to pick similar shapes, like some rectangles, some squares, and decide, do they have corresponding sides? And if the scale factor, if you can multiply by the same thing on 2 different sides, then that means that they are scaled versions of each other. I hope this was helpful and have a good day.